do have a lot going on. I know that you're a coach.
Yeah.
You deal with a lot of things all the time, so you're always busy.
Yeah.
How do you deal with these type of, downs?
Breakdown.
Because you don't have time to deal with them, actually.
That's true though. How do I deal with it? One, I have a very strong support group.
Good.
Very proud of that. I have a
Oh my
very,
God.
very strong
Shout out.
Shout out to you. Shout out to you guys. Very strong support group, to be honest. My best friends who are based all over the world, but thanks to technology, we could still be able to talk.
Yeah.
That's one. It's important to know who are the people you can call when you feel like everything is unbearable.
Yes, important.
Right? Very important. That's one, chosen family. Number two is foundation, emotional foundation. This, I've just started doing this a couple of years ago, but I started to really understand human behavior, psychology, philosophy, understanding why I do this. Why was my trauma like this? Why were my parents like this? And I call that emotional foundation to actually try to understand everything, So when you're breaking down, you can kind of intellectualize and tell yourself, oh, you were triggered by this emotion. That's because of this, And probably you can also tell yourself that, oh, that's fine. Everything is temporary, And these wisdom you get from reading books, talking to people, the right people. The right people, talking to the right people. Books, people, traveling.
I guess it's more like, you either want to make your brain works for you or against you.
Yes.
It depends upon how you train it.
Right.
For me, during like a period passed on me, my brain was in a way that it's working for me when it comes to real life and taking tasks and doing this. But during tough moments, my brain worked against me, like definitely against me. So what was the help out of it was mainly having, as you said, like the circle, the main group. So like the 3 a.m. calls, hey, everything is feeling like not working, nothing is clicking for me. And you start just venting out and you just sit in this moment and you realize, oh, no, I was doing too much. I wasn't paying attention to my emotions. I was avoiding the feeling of pain. I was avoiding that cry. That was like, okay, I'm in a moment when I want to cry, but oh, not now. I got makeup on, I'm doing something. It's not the time, When in reality, it is the time. Like, let it out, So yeah, this is amazing that you do have like this support group and you're always like evolving into building yourself out of that. And also, I'm sure that you're providing valuable space to them, not just,
Yeah. Sure. Yeah, for sure. And, just to add to that, Sarah, I always, well, not always, but I got questions from people like, how do you deal with bad times, challenges, and difficulties, Of course, I would tell them that it's wisdom. You carry it through years and years of pain, and learnings and mistakes and stuff like that. But sometimes I forget to tell them that you just go through it. You just feel the pain, just like what you said.
Sure.
Sometimes you cannot intellectualize. Like what you said, your body works against you sometimes. Even if you've read all the books, you spoke to the wisest people, you've spoke to a monk, to a priest, even if you have that, if you have the strongest support group, I'm sorry to say, but there's no way around it. You just have to go through it, not pass it. You just have to go through it and just hope that at the end of the road, there's wisdom waiting for you.
Yeah, it's more like, how can I say this? Like when you're going through something difficult during a certain moment, right? Some of us tend to, okay, I'm going to journal about it, which is really wise as well. I do that from time to time. But there are like certain emotions that cannot be handled through those papers. You have to let things out of your chest.
Yes.
And some of us hold it. So I actually like those type of people because it's wiser to know how to manage it inside, but one day it's coming for you. It's definitely coming for you.
True.
For me, I learned that I'm not going to hold anything back. I'm not going to hold it. Like, I'm just going to feel the feeling. Whatever it is, I'm going through, problems. It is there. I'm not going to avoid it, Yeah.
Yeah. And sometimes as humans, we tend to actually skip it because who wants pain, right? Who wants to go through this?
Yeah.
We always want the good. We always want the white. We really have to go through that. The gray and the black parts of life, the pain. And pain is potential power, just like what I said, right?
Yeah.
So if you use pain, it could be a power. It could be your power, superpower, to be honest, right? Yeah.
This podcast is brought to you by Podcast Inc., the best support partner for your podcasting journey. Ready to elevate your podcasting game? Contact us today and let's make your podcasting dreams a reality.